Good evening, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for liking and subscribing and commenting on my videos. Please continue to do so. I really enjoy interacting with you guys in the comments, and of course the like and subscribe buttons really do help me grow my channel, of course, and it really keeps me inspired to, of course, continue to bring you guys some more content in future. But we are here not to discuss me, but to discuss the Springbok team to face Tonga in France, all right, in the very last pool game for South Africa. And of course, we need to win this game with a bonus point to get that crucial 15 points. And of course, we are playing after Scotland has played, so it will give us a bit of an idea as to what amount of points do we need to rack up to be able to go through on points difference if it should go that route, right? Because, of course, Scotland is playing on Saturday and they are facing Romania, where we are playing on Sunday. So, yes, that will give us some info, right? But usually I would give you guys this video on the night of the actual team selection when it gets announced. But to be honest, I didn't really know what to say about this team. It's a bit of a random team to me. It is a strong team, don't get me wrong, and I do enjoy all the players that's been selected. It's just a bit of a weird selection to me. It was weird for me to see Dwayne Vermeulen, for instance, on flank. It was weird for me to have Noam Bonambi and only Deon Fourie and Marco van Staden. So basically two flankers on hookers position. So two number 8s, two flankers on hooker. We got a scrum half on wing again. And yeah, it was just a bit of weird to me. And then, of course, Marvin Orie, I didn't even realize he was still in the team, to be honest. They have not selected him in one game. And so I've, of course, not heard of him in a couple of weeks. So I was a bit blown back when I heard this team selection. But anyways, let's go through the team, right? Okay, so, starting front row. Oxenchair, Deon Fourie, and Vincent Koch. Now, of course, Vincent Koch, I'm very happy to see back. We know he had that injury, and let's be honest, the Malcolm Marx injury was sort of handled in the same way, where we don't really know what's wrong. We'll see what's going on, and we'll let you know, right? And then the bad news came with Malcolm Marx, where it was from, you might have a niggle, to, buddy, you're out of the game, out of World Cup, sorry. And so I was very nervous for Vincent Koch, because, I mean, the night of him having to go play and he get injured. So very bad luck to him, and I'm very happy to see him back. And I'm glad he managed to recover, because he's a flipping good scrummager. When he plays abroad, he really he racks up quite a good scrummaging setup there. So, but anyways, Deon Fourie, as I mentioned earlier, is one of the hooker guys that's going to be starting, and Oxenchair, look, I mean, if you know me at all, I rate Oxenchair very highly. Him and Trevor Nyakani are two of my favorite props on this team. I do enjoy Steven Kitsoff as well. I do love the way he plays, and I love like all the guys that's really around. But I mean, at the end of the day, Oxenchair and Trevor Nyakani, usually when you see those guys going down against another team, my goodness. With that low center of gravity, that low height of them, I mean, I think they're like 176 and 174 and, those type of heights. So very weird heights. They really put the teams that they face at like a downward angle in the scrum. So, of course, they've got that bit of a little bit of positivity going towards them, right, and negative against their opposition. So very good. Oxenchair, Deon Fourie, Vincent Koch, front row, right, starting. Then Eben Etzebeth, Marvin Orie. As I mentioned, I didn't even know Marvin Orie was still in the team. Glad to see him there. If the guy traveled with you, why the hell wouldn't you play him? I mean, I would have maybe played him previously as well against maybe Romania. But anyway, what do I know? I'm not a coach. So glad to get him some more game time. And then, of course, Eben Etzebeth, the enforcer himself, 116th cap he's going for now on this game. So glad to see him there. I do believe he's going to probably become the most capped Springbok player ever. I mean, he's only like 31, 32 years old. Like, fuck, man. I was mind blown when I saw his age. I thought he was older, to be honest. He's been playing such a long time for the Springboks. He's got so many caps. It feels like he's been around forever. And I was actually quite surprised with his age. So, yes, I can still see him getting that 150 plus even. So, yeah. One of the team selections that are a bit weird to me is that Siya Kolisi is playing. Now, I know that we've got an abundance of flankers or loose trio players, but we're playing 2 of those frickies in hooker position this weekend. So, yes, Siya Kolisi is playing, captaining the team. Of course, we need that bonus point win, and who better than the general himself, Siya Kolisi, right? Then, as I mentioned earlier, I was a bit confused. Dwayne Vermeulen, flank. Man, this oak weighs the same as Elizabeth, right? I don't even fucking know that. That was the weirdest thing to me. I was like, you see Eben, and he's this massive guy, and then, oh, guess what? Dwayne Vermeulen is just as massive. Now, I knew Dwayne was massive, right? But I didn't know that, like, he's got the same weight behind him as Eben Elizabeth. That was like, anyway. Jasper Visi. So, two 8th men playing on the field at the same time. So Rezi and them was like, hold my beer, I can do another thing. You know, let's take 4 scrum offs. Oh, let's play them in the same game. Let's take 2 Lucy's and put them in hooker. Oh, and let's play 2 8th men at the same time as well. Like, what the flip? Anyways, so yes. Jasper Wiese, of course, hard running. Fucking fantastic player. Dwayne Vermeulen as well, fantastic player. I mean, like, that front row is a fantastic front row, right? And the locking and the back rows, they're all like the whole forward squad is fantastic. So you can't complain with that. I mean, the amount of experience that's on that specific setup is fantastic as well. So can't complain, right? Backline. All right, let's have a look at the backline. Kobus Reinach, Andre Pollard. Now, of course, a lot of people have been complaining about Moni Lubbock and saying that he needs to be kicked to the curb and Andre Pollard needs to start kicking. And then there's a lot of guys that's been playing around with the idea of putting Andre Pollard at number 12. Now, let's be honest, that's fucking ridiculous, okay? Andre Pollard has got all the injuries that he's got because he plays fly half like a fucking number 12 center, right? Because he's very abrasive, very defensive, and he runs hard without passing the damn ball. You know, he likes running into people. So, anyways, Andre Pollard's still a fantastic fly half, and him coupled with Kobus Reinach, one of the fastest guys, really, I'm looking forward to seeing that, right? I think those guys haven't been playing together for a while, so really good to see them two getting that shot, and I think they will really boss that guys around on the field. Of course, Makazole Mapimpi covers that 11 jersey. Very happy to see him there, to be honest. I enjoy Makazole Mapimpi. I have to admit, right, I was all about, Cheslin Colby and Kurtley Auditor. I was very much for it. But the moment I decided that, I felt guilty because Makazole Mapimpi, man, this guy plays a flippin' boss game. He played so well in the last couple of games that he played. Like, to be honest, like, I thought he was a little bit over his peak, and this guy just showed us all and said, listen, hold my beer, I'm going to show you all. So really showing those youngsters that he still got it. He's no slouch, knows where the try line is, very good under the high ball, very good reading that defenses. So, yeah, good to see him there. And then, of course, his 14 jersey guy on the other side of the field, Grant Williams, another guy playing out of position. Obviously, usually a scrum half, now in the 14 wing jersey. We saw him in that in that previous game against Romania, and he did pretty damn well, right? We'll see how he goes in this game. Look, I mean, well, let's be honest, right? This Tonga team is a hell of a physical team. So I don't know how he's going to match up against those massive oaks. But I think it's because I'm a bit biased, right? I enjoy him on the number 9 jersey. I think he's probably one of the best scrum halves that we could ask for. Very fast, very quick around the ruck. He's very quick around the park. He's just fucking quick as hell, right? So very happy to see him playing. I think the problem is we got an abundance of too many people, right, in certain positions. So we got 4 scrum halves, as we mentioned. So of course it's great for this guy just to get an opportunity to be able to put on that 14 jersey. So, and I mean, even on the wing, we're also very blessed with all the amount of people. I mean, we can play Keenan Moody, we can play Arendse, we can play Cheslin Colby, we can play Makazole Mapimpi, we can play Grant Williams, we can play Kobus Reinach. Fucking hell. I'm actually concerned because we got so many in certain positions, but we got 2 flankers playing hooker. Yeah. And then, of course, that outside back getting finished off by Willie Leroux. All right. Now, I must be honest. Willemse has been playing beautiful rugby. But I'm glad that we're not throwing Willie to the curb, right? Because he is also the marshal on the field. He is a visionary that sees where the ball needs to go, and he makes sure that the backs get it. All right. So, and him slotting in as an extra player there in that back line. Oh, my goodness. He just plays fantastic rugby. And yes, I know he played a bit of a crappy game against Romania, okay, with like his handling. But sometimes you just have an off game. And also, it was wet as fuck, okay? It was raining, pissing down. So, can't really complain about Willie Leroux's handling there, because I don't think any of us viewing the rugby would have handled that any better. Okay, I think we actually would have done a lot worse, because these guys are professionals. And the reason why I let out the center pairing is because I am so flippin' happy to see this combination back. Keenan Moody and Andre Esterhuizen. Andre the Giant, man, that guy just knows how to suck in defenders. All right, and he runs hard, and he is no slouch as well. He is fast as hell. All right, and then the way he runs beautiful lines, gets people over the advantage line, and then he sucks in like 3 or 4 defenders, and then just, there you go, Keenan, run to the flipping try line. So those two as a combination is really one for the history books. I think they're going to be one of the greats in the future. All right. So of course we used to love Damien de Allende with Lucanio. Those two together was a fantastic pairing. Now, unfortunately, that's a bit broken up at the moment because Lucanio's injured. He was never really himself after his previous injury, but still a fantastic player. Don't get me wrong. On Damien de Allende, he played fantastic rugby. Even last week against Ireland, he was running through people, not even over them. He was running through people, and like those bump offs he did, and you really can't pick a wrong team here. Okay, so but I am partial to Andre Esterhuizen and Keenan Moody, right? So I enjoy that combination. It's the type of gameplay I like watching. Okay, so Damien de Allende, nothing wrong with him, but I'm glad to see Andre Esterhuizen and Keenan Moody get another shot at the centres. I really think that they could actually be starting in knockout rugby type games as well. And of course, we need to give them enough experience at the moment so that when it comes to that time, they're not going to be struggling, right? So anyways, that is your starting 15. Then your replacements. Marco van Staden, as I mentioned, another... Look, I mean... Another flanker going on as a hooker replacement, and been practicing as that. And of course, we all know, as I mentioned earlier, at least these guys are getting a shot, because who they're going to be replacing? They're all specialist number 6s. So, and I quite like Marco van Staden. This guy plays hard as hell. He's hard as nails. He runs when he's got the ball, and defensively he's fantastic as well. So, I love having him on the field. I just wish he would be in his position, right? Anyways, Steven Kitshoff, Trevor Nyakani being the three front row replacements. Steven Kitshoff, we know, probably one of the best scrummagers in the world. Trevor Nyakani, in my opinion, also one of the best scrummagers in the world. We got such great forwards, right? It's like interchangeable. You can do any which way. What can I say? Then the last two in your 5-3 split for the forwards, Kwagga Smith and Franco Mostert. Now, Franco Mostert, I'm not sure who he's going to be replacing. He might be replacing a lock. He might be replacing a flank. And probably going to be replacing one of the vlogs, right? And then Kwagga Smith, of course, can do any one of the back rows. So, 8th man, although I doubt it. He might replace a flanker. They might move one of the, like Dwayne Vermeulen or Jasper Wiese around on the, I don't know. We'll see where Kwagga is going to be playing. Because we really need Kwagga, right? Kwagga off on the bench is fantastic as a player. Like, I fucking love him on the bench, all right? And it's nothing wrong with him as a player that he's on the bench, because South Africa doesn't think of their bench as second players or B squad players or anything to that. They like for like replacements. But Kwagga Smith just brings a different dimension to the game when he comes on. When those guys are tired and he starts ripping balls and stealing balls, man, this guy is a legend. Like, his face doesn't look the way it does because he doesn't play hard. Man, this guy is fantastic. Right, anyway, so, and then that rounds out your forward replacements, and then we've got on the backs replacements. Jaden Hendricks to replace on your number 9 jersey. Jesse Kriel can probably replace a couple of different guys. You can probably replace the fullback. You can replace the center, the wing. We'll see where he goes. I'm not sure. And then, of course, Manie Libbok. Now, Manie Libbok. They're probably going to have Andre Pollard play about 60 minutes and then have Manie Libbok coming on, right? And obviously they're going to probably try and take or give Andre Pollard as many kicks as possible at post so that he can actually just get back into the swing of things. And Manie Libbok, I don't know what their game plan is going to be with the replacement, if it changes a slight bit, but I love the way Manie Libbok plays. Okay, and everybody that's been watching my previous videos would know that I am a massive fan of Manie Libbok. I'm not a massive fan of his kicking boots in that last game, and some of the games prior to that as well. But as a player, as a fly-off, as an attacking fly-off, I think he's probably, in my opinion, better than Andre Pollard in that regard, on the way he plays. However, Andre Pollard, as a defensive and kicking ability, makes him a better fly-half in that regard. So it really depends on the type of gameplay you want to go for, I guess. But Manie Libbok, of course, he knows how to get that backline going. He is no slouch himself, so maybe not the best of defensive player. I can't really remember. It was Manie Libbok that Aki ran over, was it? I can't remember now. Anyway. So, guys, that is your start, your 23 players for this Sunday. And, of course, we can see, we will see what Scotland has done against Romania. So that will give us an idea what type of points difference we need to look for in the event that might be required. But what do I want to get out of this game? I want to get no red cards, no injuries, bonus point win. That's what I would want. Then I would say it was a good day, right? And if Pollard can get like an 80+% kicking percentage, and maybe the same for Libbok, that would even be better. Yes, guys. So anyways, so that is my team selection. Well, the team that was actually selected, not mine. But tell me what you guys think. What's your thoughts? Interesting team selection. A bit weird for me, but look, still a very strong team. And let me know you guys' thoughts. And where do you think we're going to end up in terms of that? Give me your score prediction. prediction. What do you think we're going to end up? I would say 35 to 40 points difference. I think that's what it's going to be at the end of the day. I mean, sure, Scotland's very, Tonga's very physical, right? Sure, they've got a 145 kilo prop. But we got very, very good condition props and very low center of gravity, which gives us a bit of a benefit. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be an interesting battle in the forwards, and interesting to see if Pollard can recover as quickly as Sia did, the superhuman himself. We'll see how that goes. And guys, thank you so much for your time. Please press that like and subscribe button. Comment in the comment section, and let's get this channel to grow. I really would love for it to grow to levels that maybe I can't even imagine yet. So let's see. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Have a fantastic evening. I'll see you guys in the post-match review of this specific game, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. Have a fantastic evening and sleep well. Good night. Be blessed.